understand that the reason for the calling of Abraham was for families. In Genesis chapter 12, verse 1, can you please quickly project it for me? I have few minutes to preach. I want us to pray. Genesis chapter 12. The Lord, please give me King James. Give me King James version. Now the Lord has said unto Abraham, get thee out of the country from thy kindred and from thy father's house and unto the land that I will show you. Verse 2. He said, and I will make thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. Verse 3. He said, and I will bless them that bless thee, and I will curse them that curse thee, and in thee or in you shall the families of the earth be blessed. In you, Abraham, shall the families of the earth be blessed. So the calling of Abraham by God was to make sure that the families of the earth shall be blessed. The descendants that will come out of Abraham shall be blessed. I want you to understand that everybody in this life is born into a family to make a family. Everybody. Whether you like it or not, the purpose of your birth, the purpose of your coming is that you will be born into a family, and after you are born into a family, you will make a family. So as a man, in your loins, you carry generations. And as a woman, in your womb, you carry nations. When the Lord revealed the powerful revelation of the woman's womb to me, I came to understand the harm we've been causing ourselves over the years as women. And the reason why the Lord frowns on abortion. In the womb of a woman, how? And Rebecca was pregnant. And there was movements in her womb. And she went and inquired of the Lord. And the Lord said unto Rebecca, in your stomach, in your belly, in your womb, you carry two nations. So the womb of a woman can carry nation. This is your womb. It is not just an organ. Because life is defined as the data, the history from the womb to the tomb. Your life begins from the womb. And that is the importance of a woman's womb. Because greatness begins from the womb. Doctors or scientists will tell you that in a semen of an average man has over 200 million spermatozoa in a semen. That fluid. Oh, sperm is shortened. The right word is spermatozoa. And then in the semen, that fluid you see, that is not the sperm. The sperm is in the semen. And anytime a man releases, and that is the danger of masturbation. Anytime a man releases, in the semen carries over 200 million spermatozoa, life, over 200 million life. And each and every one of this over 200 million has the potential of becoming a human being. And the woman delivers or gives out what we call ovary approximately in every 28 days cycle. And when there is mating, or when the man and the woman mate together, what happens is that the swiftest and the fastest of the over 200 million spermatozoa that is able to swim and then fertilize with the ovary of the woman, pregnancy takes place. So do you know what it means? It means that in your mother's womb, of the 200 million spermatozoa that was released, you won the race. Because for a child to be born, the smartest and the swiftest sperm must fertilize the ovary. And it is a race. So you must understand that life is a race. Life is war. Job chapter 14 verse 1. A man born of a woman, your days are few, but it is full of trouble. It is full of trouble. And the moment fertilization takes place, greatness begins to form in the womb of the woman. Ladies and gentlemen, you came out of the womb of your mother with greatness. Nothing starts here. Everything begins from the womb. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. Quickly project for me. You can write them down. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. The Bible said unto Jeremiah the prophet, he said, Jeremiah 1:5. King James. He said, when you were in the womb of your mother, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew you. And before I came out of the mother's womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee as what? As a prophet. You came with a mission. You have no idea. And that is the reason why I want us to pray this morning. You came with a mission. And my prayer for you is that may you fulfill that mission of which you were born. Because life is defined by purpose. When you miss your purpose, speed is not an advantage. When you miss your purpose, if you are heading towards Charlotte and then your GPS is taking you to Raleigh, no matter how expensive your car is and the speed at which you run per hour, it is not advantage because you are lost. Speed becomes an advantage only when you have a purpose. That is why Paul said, I am about to be poured like a finished wine. I have run the race. I have fought the good fight. What is left for me is the victorious crown. My prayer for you is that may you give your all to your generation. May you give your all. So greatness begins from the womb. The Lord said to Jeremiah, I formed you in your mother's womb. When you were yet unborn, I knew you. Galatians chapter 1 verse 15. This is what the Lord said unto Paul. Galatians 1 verse 15. He said, Paul, a man that was ordained as an apostle from where? From the mother's womb. Galatians 1 verse 15. Galatians. He said, but when it pleased God, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me by his grace. So Paul became an apostle because it was ordained for him to be so from the womb. That is why those of you seated here who have once upon a time aborted your first pregnancy, you have a problem. Because your first child shouldn't be aborted. It is the first fruit of God. And it must not be aborted. But the problem with so many of our women is that the children they call their firstborns today, in actual terms, are their fifthborns. Fifthborns. Their firstborns are aborted years ago. The second was aborted. The first was aborted in secondary school. The second was aborted in university. And in the final year, the third one was aborted. So the ones they call their firstborns today are their fourth. So after church, call your mother and ask your mother, am I truly your firstborn? So, everybody will be born into a family. And after you are born into a family, you will make a family. You are connected to the family you are born into by blood. But you are connected to the family that you will make by purpose. You have no choice over the family that you are born into. I didn't decide who my father is. I just woke up one day and I was told that is your father. I didn't decide who my mother is. But church, you can decide who you want your children's mother and your children's father to be. The family that we are born into does not define us, but the family we make will define you. So, Mr. Husband, your wife is a reflection of who you are. Mr. Madam Wife, when your husband is not well groomed, unbuttoned shirts, looking wretched, it is a reflection of who you are. You don't have a choice on the family that you are born into, but you have every choice on the family you make. Therefore, make the wisest decision. I was telling some people back home in Ghana that childbirth and marriage is something, excuse my language, you shouldn't do with a stupid person. Childbirth and marriage is something that you shouldn't do with a stupid person. Being married is good, but being single is not a curse. So don't let anybody force you into any kind of man. That is the problem. And you have the right to choose who your husband is. You have the right to choose who your wife should be. Therefore, pray. Don't rush. The fact that the man is thick and tall in stature, the fact that they have facial beards, the fact that they have mustache doesn't make them man. Manhood is a state of the mind. It is not a physical stature. So when you read Jeremiah chapter 16, Jeremiah the prophet wanted to marry, and the Lord warned him and said unto him, Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 1, Jeremiah 16. The Lord warned the prophet and he said, don't marry in this city. Don't make. The word of the Lord came unto me saying, verse 2, thou shalt not take a wife, neither shalt thou have sons in this place. Don't. I know you want to marry, but don't take a wife here. But in this our generation, man of God, have you in Ghana, have you seen the shankus? Any man who follows a woman because of bottles will soon see the bottom of his bank account. Beauty is deceptive. Have you seen the breast of the woman? Have you seen the buttocks? Man of God, have you seen the color complexion? Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you that be careful the kind of family you are making. Be careful, be careful, be careful. I know one man of God. This is a true testimony. I was his junior pastor. He wanted to marry this lady. We all prayed about it. Every revelation that came proved that the lady is not good. But this lady was beautiful. And the man of God went ahead and said, well, and you see, you cannot change somebody by marrying them. And when I marry her, she will change. When I marry him, even when the ball was not in his court, he didn't change. Now that he has hold of you, how are you going to change him? Marriage is not an antidote for a man that is a womanizer. When the man is a womanizer, even when they marry, they will still do it. So pray well, check well. You have power over who you call a husband. Are you married? Are you married? Hey, why you can't say no to that? Hey, Chama, Papa, what is happening? Am I safe? You can't say no, you can't say yes. Are you married? You are not married. So be bold and say, I'm not. I'm still. Are you married? You are not. Proud. This man of God. We all told him, be careful, praise him. Can't you see the lady? Look at this. The lady was indeed beautiful. The man of God got married to the lady 4 months after marriage. The man never came to church. When it is time for church service, also of mommy will say that you need to satisfy me. And hey, he was seriously with bedroom matters. And when we were at church praying, waiting for him, you will see a call come through and will tell you, Gabriel. Papa. Jifu. When we were praying, men were manning their oars, standing on the altar, praying, waiting upon the Lord. The man was serious with bedroom matters. And he would just go and say, Gabriel, preach today, next week I will preach. The following week, the same call. The following week. So after the 4th month, this is a true story. God is my witness. After the 4th month, the man of God said, no, I can't continue like this. So one Sunday morning, he said he was going to church, no matter what the lady would say. So in the quest to get himself together, he put on his dresses. Instead of taking his face towel, he took the lady's handy. With pressure. So I'm going to, she took it and just put it in the pocket and came to church. He was late. So when we saw him, it was time to preach. Oh, with a standing ovation, let's welcome Papa. Papa came and took the mic. And he said, everybody, wave your handkerchief. And Papa took his handkerchief, and it was the wife's handy, shaking it on the pulpit. Unfortunately, it was half a cine. J-string. Even if it was around the world, it would have been better. J-string. And he was waving J-string in church. That was the end of the church. The church has collapsed till now. He has left the lady, run to America, and yet he is unable to do ministry. The woman you marry, the man you marry, whoever you make from, that is why the Bible said that for this purpose, for this reason, marriage is not fashion, marriage is not beauty, marriage is for purpose, for this cause. We spend time in planning our wedding, but we don't have time in planning our marriage. Forgetting that the success of your wedding does not determine the beauty of the marriage. You will make a family. You are born into a family, and you will make a family. Now let me tell you this. The family you make is more important than the family you are born into. The family you make. Because you are connected to them by purpose. And I tell you, Papa and we are family. I see mommy as my family. Why? Because if you are my blood sister and you are not in support of where God is taking me to, and an outsider is in support of where God is taking me to, he is my family. My family is way back in Ghana. I'm in Greensboro. If anything is to happen to me today, it is the immediate people that will support me, not they that are back home. Therefore, the family you make is more important than the family you are born into. Respect people, honor people, serve people, because a time will come in your life. It is not your family people that will support you. It is the outsiders. It is the outsiders. So the church is a family. When you see somebody in the church, he is your family. Your father is, the papa of the house is your father. That is why when you read Ephesians 6, or the Bible said that children, he made mention of two people. He said, obey your parents in the Lord. And then he went ahead and said, honor your mother and father. You are supposed to honor them. But when it comes to your parents in the Lord, he said, obey them. You know why? Because they speak to you on the ordinances of God. So you have two parents. A parent in the Lord, and then an earthly parent, which we all have. That is why he said, obey them that have rule over you. For they keep charge of your souls. They give account of your souls. The family you make is more important. I never knew Billy Graham Memorial Center, but it is the family that I have made that took me there. If I'm relying on the family I was born into, nobody, when you see me like this, I am the celebrity in my family. The nephews and the nieces and the uncles I have back home, you'll be shocked. Plenty of them. The celebrity among them. The only person among my family that ever traveled went to Nigeria, Agege. I'm the only one here. So if you are relying on, hey, he's my destiny, no, some of you are so much full with tribalism, this thing, so much that you can't get over it. The family you make is more important than the family you are born into. Than the family you are born into. The family we are born into, it is full of competition. Let me tell you, your first enemy is where you are born into, that family. Don't look elsewhere. That is what Jesus said. He said, a man's enemy are the people from his own household. And according to scriptures, you can find plenty of them. Jesus went to preach in his own hometown, his own people. After preaching in Capernaum, Bethany, everywhere, he decided, let me go to my hometown. And when Jesus was preaching, instead of accepting the message, they were looking down on him. They said, is that not the carpenter's son? Where did he get all these powers? And Jesus said that a prophet is without honor only among his people. The 12 sons of Jacob, 13 children. The Lord said, I want to bless Joseph. His own brothers stood and said, no, over our dead body. Let's kill the dreamer. Let's sell the dreamer. And they sold him like an animal, his own blood. It was the mother of Esau, Rebecca, that overheard the conversation between Esau and the father. He said, you are my firstborn. I want to bless you. So get me a venison. Go to the bush. Get a game. Prepare a venison in Pusu. Do you know in Pusu? You don't know impusu? Pepper soup. Pepper soup. Papa, in your hometown, how do you call pepper soup? How do you call it in your local language? You don't have a name for pepper soup. Yes, let me. Oh, what's the name? Kaish. Mingha me hokra se me koka. Ne menya problem. God, prepare me a venison light soup so that I will bless you. And the mother heard. The mother went straight to the youngest child and said, your father wants to bless your brother, but you go and take the blessing. Jacob said that when my father get to know of it, he will curse. He said, let the curse come upon me and my descendants. Go and take it. The same mother, the same womb that gave birth to them, family. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. If God is to reveal the very things your own people are plotting for you in America here, you'll be amazed. If you want to know your enemy, don't look elsewhere. They are the people from your household. The family that we are born into is full of competition. It is full of strife. It is full of pain. The very people that will cause you pain are your own people. That is why in every family, the most vilified, the most insulted is the one that helps them the most. They will drain you. And in every family, there are patterns and cycles. And that is what you must break yourself out. There are patterns in your family. There are cycles in your family. Some of you, your problem started from the womb. Jesus met a guy in John chapter 9. He was blind from the mother's womb. His struggle was from the womb. So this morning, I want us to pray. And we are telling God that, God, deliver me from every wickedness of my family. That is why when Joseph started giving birth, the firstborn, he said his name is Manasseh. He said, for the Lord had made me forget the struggles of my father's house. The struggles. Your first struggle is from your family. Your own blood. You have no idea, but people pour libations and they call your name. At first, it was difficult to locate you. But now, because of social media, they see you. You yourself, you know that you don't have anything. But the little wig you bought, you posted and said, Jesus is taking care of me. Somebody is sitting, so say, so she is rich. At first, they use mediums, mirrors. Now, social media has made it easy for them. They don't need any mirror. They've also advanced. They just need to go through your social media. Hey, that car you posted is somebody's car. It's somebody's car. We went to town. I saw this Tesla car. I posed. And so Mami took the picture and I posted. Do you care for a ride? And messages come. Remember me, oh brother. I said, hey, so you, because of you people, so people shouldn't enjoy. Hey, assemble. I had to issue a disclaimer on our family page. That is not mine. It's for fun. My car is still the car you know. And I know some people, when you go back home, some people, even when they want to go to their hometown, they need to park their car somewhere and dress wretchedly. Because when the moment they see that you are wearing fine dress, you are doomed. I was speaking to one pastor. He said he's going to say, hey, man, be careful. He says, oh, this, the Lord has blessed me. He says, he went there. On his way back, the car went to hit a tree. The car is spoiled till now at the junction of his hometown. He's abandoned the car. He doesn't even want to see it. A man's enemy. I pray that what killed your mother will not kill you. What killed your father will not kill you. What destroys young men in your family will not destroy your children. May the Lord deliver you from the wickedness of the household. Are you ready to pray with me? Let's be upstanding and pray this prayer. Family, deliver us, O Lord. Deliver us, O Lord. Deliver us, O Lord. Church, are you ready to pray? When we say these things, it goes beyond technology. It goes beyond technology. It is about your roots. It's about your root. And that is it.